Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest today is Michael Houston. Michael Houston is a candidate for City Auditor for the City of Oakland, and he is the acting City Auditor and will be elected March 7th for the new City Auditor to serve out the term of Courtney Ruby. Is that correct?
Correct. March 5th.
March 5th. Did I say 7?
Yep.
I meant to say the 5th. I don't want to mislead anybody.
There you go.
Thank you for that correction. What are the primary functions of an auditor? City auditor.
Right. So the city auditor is responsible for auditing and investigating everything in the city. I shouldn't say it like that because we can't audit and investigate everything, but
you can investigate a lot of pertinent situations,
exactly, Exactly. So things, operations of the city, programs and services that the city of Oakland provides, we have the jurisdiction to audit. And once we audit, we report publicly on the results of what we find, and we make recommendations for how to improve the operations. And everything is public. All of our audits are public. We also do investigations where we look into allegations of fraud, waste, and abuse.
Fraud, waste, and abuse. Give us an example of that.
Right. Unfortunately, a common example, one that just comes to the top of my head, is time card fraud. You know, when someone
time card, you mean?
Someone might be clocking in and not really be working the time that they're claimed, or we have instances of people wanting to provide preferential treatment to family members who are applying for a City of Oakland job, or not following contracting practices in order to get some kind of beneficial outcome to somebody. You know, those are examples.
The kind of stuff that shouldn't be done.
Correct.
Yeah, right. You know, people tend to do a lot of stuff that they shouldn't do. Now, who is the boss of the city auditor? Is he appointed by the mayor or the city council or what?
Oh yeah, no. The city auditor reports directly to Oaklanders.
To the people.
Directly to the people.
So the city auditor is elected by the people and is responsible not to the city council, not to the mayor, but to the people.
That's correct. And that's the reason why in Oakland we're fortunate to have that elected city auditor, because we can audit everything, right? We can audit the mayor and city council if necessary, and we can't be have our work plan dictated to us by the mayor or the city council.
So the mayor or the city council can't call you up and say, I don't want you to audit this, I don't want you to audit that.
That is correct.
Or I want you to use your auditing power to go after my enemies.
Right. See,
they can't do that?
They can't do that.
Takes all the fun out of it.
Right. Well, you know, yeah. It really is a great setup that way by the Oakland City Charter, such that the auditor has that full independence and is empowered to exercise their full professional judgment without interference.
So you can actually audit any department of the city, is that right?
Correct. Correct.
And as I understand it, I believe we missed a deadline in terms of applying for certain funds several months ago, and that I know you can't talk about this, but your department, I believe, is looking into that to determine what went wrong so that it doesn't happen again. Is that correct?
That is correct. We are auditing. The objective of the audit is to identify what happened with that, but why the city did not meet that critical deadline in securing the funds for the retail theft.
Well, that was a big deadline. I believe quite a few $1 million allegedly were involved, and it had great implications for safety issues right here in the city of Oakland. So it just seems to me that was a very important situation, and it's an important thing to hopefully get to the bottom of what happened so that it does not happen again, right? That's the purpose, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's the key product of all of our work is recommendations. So once we audit and we audit a program and we identify what, how they're operating, we make the recommendations, corrective actions or preventive actions. That's the key of our work, just recommendations.
And how do you enforce, if at all, the findings of the city auditor? The city auditor finds that somebody didn't do something and that somebody should be held accountable. How can you enforce that?
Well, that's a good question, and it's we really don't have enforcement authority. So a big part of why we publish all of our work is we want the public behind us. We want everyone to be able to see the work that we're doing and the findings that the issues that we found and those recommendations. And we want to just keep reminding folks, look, this is what we found. These are our recommendations. We present at city council meetings and council committee meetings, and we present to the different stakeholder groups, right? Whether it be nonprofit organizations, neighborhood groups, because we really want them behind our audit findings too, and we want them to be able to apply that pressure.
And we can go onto the website and find the results of your audits. I believe that is correct. And so I would encourage everybody, whenever you don't have anything important to do, that you go onto the website and find out what's going on with the city auditor. We got to go to break, so don't touch that remote. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Michael Houston, the city auditor for the city of Oakland.